our 4th annual CCD Runway. Let's go. Let's have a great CCD Runway.
I'm going to go ahead and introduce our judges before we start so we know who's going to be judging us. We have here Angela Towsley. Angela works at El Dorado with me, actually, and she's part of the Color Guard world as well. She did Santa Clara Vanguard and as well as Fantasia back in the day. And then we have here Kelly Ross. She comes all the way from Florida to come and judge us. She marched Blue Devils as well as she works at Lowndes, and we do our costumes for her school. So. Peggy Bilbrick. We're all aware who Peggy is. She comes every year. She's our most returning judge, and she's well versed in this. So Peggy works at Kate. And as well as she is a Blue Devil Betty. So that's always a good information to know. And her lovely husband is now in the judging field. He's never judged for us. He's always been a spectator. I'm Scott Bilbrick. As well as we have Rich Hernandez, who works with Joey at Lucerna, as well as he works at Montclair, as well as South. And he's also a Fantasia alum and has part of the Color Guard world as well.
All right, so our first group that is presenting is our management team group, the Wonderful Wizards. So we have the lovely Taylor, who's going to be modeling to Yellow Brick Road. Keep in mind, this is an exhibition. The Yellow Brick Road, and we chose a country version of a song called The Yellow Brick Road, since that's what we were able to do. We went with the Wizard of Oz theme because that's kind of what Yellow Brick Road said to us, but we tried to do not generic Dorothy. We kind of wanted the whole movie summed up in one, so we kind of went for the rainbow effect. We looked at images online and there was a lot of rainbow references, but then there's a little bit of love in our song. It talks about being in love, and we figured Dorothy and the Scarecrow spent the most amount of time together, and secretly he was in love with her. So we made a Scarecrow as our male, and we're really happy with the way everything came out. But we did make this mistake. We used every piece is a different fabric in our costume, and the male has no of the same fabric. So we probably pulled like 25 rolls of fabric for 2 costumes, and we learned that that's why we yell about it when it happens. It was not a.
That's a good takeaway. Yes, it was a good takeaway.
The learning experience for all of us.
No. And I know if they had come to me with this costume, I would have been like, no, go turn around, go back, and start over. But we are happy with our final looks, and I think we learned a lot as a team because we work together every day as a team running things. But we don't do it on a creative side. Ours is more, telling people what to do and how to do it, and what not to do. And so when we had to make those choices, it was a learning experience for us.
So what changed as far as how you guys work together when you're managing people versus now you're having to work together to create something? How did your roles change within that?
From my point of view of it, I think because we each manage different parts of it, and now that we are all collaborating on the same idea, we all have ideas that may not be the same, and so I think just
the ownership that we usually take of those. I think it was more like, no, I think it should be this, and maybe just stronger opinions on those.
But a lot of compromise.
Yeah, in the end, everything came together well.
I think what we were most good at is that we knew we had a task and we're good about completing tasks. So we knew we need to do this, and we had a shorter time compared to other teams because we're obviously doing things behind the scenes. And so I think we were good about getting things done productively and getting our timeline done sooner than most because we knew what we had to get done. And so we were more productive with our time.
You will also see on our mood board compared to the other mood boards, ours is a little on the downside. They're all
It gets
over
the
the
point
top.
across.
But we were putting this all together.
It
We
gets
had
the
to pull
point
a
across.
4.
You like that? Yeah. Sparkle, yeah. Good.
If you'd like to come up and look at the costumes closer, now would be the best time to do that because they're going to go away.
Well,
have
this
any other-
costume is statement shoe,
Yeah.
by the way.
Do you have any other questions for
Yes.
us?
No, I just want to say that's great.
Yeah.
Like I would have never thought that was even remotely
Yeah.
gonna be that
Yeah.
right there.
Every
And
design
yeah.
line on it is exactly the same. The only thing that would happen is we inserted strips and spirals and the fringe in the neck, on the seam of this, and then on the seams of the leg openings and the sleeves, and then tacking on the rope. Everything else is exactly the same. No patterning changes at all.
And he's our scarecrow.
The price point on this is $169 for male costume. Yeah. And so what is the difference between this is $169.50 and what is this?
I believe that is 139,
I think
149.
149.
And then the females is $150.
And the female, again, the only thing we did was took the strips and spirals out, and we made this a skirt, a half
Double layer
skirt.
skirt.
I also like that you kept more of the rainbow theme in this one and just added that little bit of the Dorothy right here. I think that was perfect. Like if a judge should be able to see that. Like, oh, I know exactly what that
Yeah.
show is.
Well, and we
so that
did the red because Jen really wanted red shoes, so we did the red on it.
Yeah,
That makes
uh-huh.
total sense.
Yeah.
Dorothy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of how we led to the rainbow. We started with the red shoes. That's really, right? Jen was really wanted to do the red shoes, and then was like, well, let's do a rainbow. So then we made a rainbow.
Any further questions?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.